I thought I'd turn the camera back on for one more second just because I just screwed up, so I thought it might be a good lesson. When I was, these are the two I showed you already, and I was going to go ahead and sew on my next piece, and I wasn't thinking and sewed it along this edge. I just had to rip out that seam. And you'll notice that's the wrong edge. You always want to be working your way around the center square in a circle. So I started with this darker yellow, then I did the floral. The next edge I should have sewn should have been this edge. Always across, you know, it should be across from the line I started with, and then across over here. If you're doing a traditional style where you have lighter, different colors on each side, these would have been my two, say, pink ones, and then over here would be two blue ones. So it's almost easier to keep track, but it's because I'm doing these concentric circles, I need to be careful. So I just wanted to point that out. The other thing I wanted to point out was that if you do any garment sewing, you may be used to using your back stitch button to stitch forward and backward at the beginning and ending of each seam. You'll notice that I didn't do that, and then even if I had, it didn't matter because I cut off. So there's actually a raw, an unsecured seam at the edge. But in quilting, you're always crossing your previous seam with another row of stitching. So you'll see here it's the stitching ends, but it's crossed with another. So you don't need to worry about back stitching. I hope that makes sense. So again, I want each time I'm adding a new round, a new piece, I want to look and make sure, okay, I've worked my way around. Now I come to this side. And lay it down. The other thing I didn't mention was about pressing. If you're a really precise quilter, or if you're doing something with a lot of triangles, you do want to be sure and iron it every single step. I tend to be a little bit lazy, and with log cabin, it's just not a particularly precise design, so I don't worry about it too much. I do make sure my seams are all the way open and not partially folded or anything like that, but I don't worry about doing any ironing as I go along. If it starts to feel a little wonky or anything, I can stop and iron, but I try to avoid it just to save time. Okay, that's it.